State versus Joshua Birmingham, 16-418. Charge of battery, domestic battering, interference with emergency communications, other related charges. Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I think you must be appearing for an arraignment. Is that
He
right?
is, Judge. We'll waive any of the information, enter plea of not guilty.
Okay. We'll enter that plea of not guilty. Your case is before Judge Gordon Webb. He will be here on January 26th at 9:30. Is that right? Anything further?
Not today, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. State versus Jennifer Willette, 16-417. Charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. And if you're appearing for an arraignment.
We'll waive that rating, Judge, enter plea of not guilty.
Very
Bond's
well.
not an issue at this time.
I'm sorry, what was the last?
Bond's not an issue at this
Okay.
time, Judge.
We'll set a pretrial in your case, ma'am, on March 2nd at 10 o'clock. Next case is State versus Tyler Bowman. It's 16-416, and he's charged with possession of drug paraphernalia.
We're so confident.
Mr. Bowman, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. I've been handed a police statement. Have you gone over this document and the attached conditions of suspension or probation?
Yes, sir.
Have you signed both of these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel you understand what's in these documents?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the charge against you and the range of possible penalties if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
And so are you pleading guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
By entering your plea, you're giving up your right to have a trial, and you also cannot appeal. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone pressured you or threatened you in order to get you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Other than this recommendation from as to what your sentence should be, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Okay. On or about December 13th of this year here in Baxter County, were you in possession of some drug paraphernalia?
Yes, sir.
This time, sir, I'll accept your plea. I'm going to sentence you to 3 years probation, supervised probation. You're ordered to pay $200 in costs, a $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, a $20 booking fee, $200 in public defender fees, and a drug crime fee at $125. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month, beginning within 30 days. You make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Baxter County. And this is plea is pursuant to Act 346, which means you're not convicted of a felony. If you successfully complete probation, you can petition to have this sealed.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. State versus Lori Osburn, 16-415, charge of manufacturing controlled substances, paraphernalia, and possession of controlled substances. Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I think she's appearing for an arraignment also.
We'll enter plea of not guilty at this time, Your Honor.
Okay.
We've been discussing a bond with Mr. Etheridge, and we'll present that to the court before we leave today.
Very well. I'll enter the plea of not guilty, ma'am.
Yes,
And
sir.
we'll have a pretrial in your case on March 2nd at 10 o'clock, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. State versus Kayla Nizo, 16-414, which is possession of drug paraphernalia. She also has 15-54 and 15-29, which are revocations.
Morning, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I think she also has another 2015 case that's not on the list.
She does have another revocation, Your Honor.
That's 3 revocations?
She does.
Okay.
Your Honor, as far as her new charge, I'll enter my appearance, enter a plea of not guilty, and waive formal arraignment.
Okay. Set her to reappear before Judge Webb on January 26th. 9 o'clock. Let's see. Has she been arraigned on the revocation?
She has, Your Honor.
So are they for hearing? When are they for hearing?
Your Honor, I'd ask to continue those, given the light of our new charges. I've spoken with the prosecutor. I'm confident we can work this out, but we don't have an agreement at this time. If we can continue it to your next court date.
Is that, what's the state say?
That's fine, yeah.
Have a hearing on January 5th on the revocation.
January 5th. Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Michael Newman, CR 16-412, possession of controlled substances. So I've appointed the public defender's office to represent you. You appear for an arraignment. How does it plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter the plea of not guilty. Your case is before another judge, Judge Gordon Webb. Reappear on January 26th at 9 o'clock before him.
Okay, can I go home?
Say again.
Can I go home?
What, has he got a bond set?
I need to go home.
Here's a bond of $2,500.
Let's see.
Judge, Mr. Newman's on parole, but it's my understanding there actually has not been a parole violation filed.
Okay.
So he would be eligible to make a bond.
If there's not a hold on him, you've got a $2,500 bonds.
Is there any way I can get a lawyer?
Well, with the potential parole violation coming, possibly, I'd rather not lower it right now. What was he in prison for before?
Judge, I'm not sure about his old charges, and of course, all I know is about what he's charged with here today. It's my understanding, though, the parole has actually looked at this already and decided not to violate him. That's my understanding, I don't know.
Mr. Chisholm, do you know what the...
Your Honor, the note I have from probation parole board re-engaged to supervision, so yes, they've looked at him, they're not gonna revoke him.
Do you know what he was in prison for?
Judge, he was convicted of possession of controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, disorderly conduct, it looks like, and that was May of 2015.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the bond where it's at.